so you clicked on this video wanting to know how to make a six-pack, how to get a six-pack. You know, summer's just around the corner. And trust me, we're all thinking the same way. And you're probably wondering, what was with the food montage? Why do you guys need to care? This right here is 600 calories. Look how big this is. Let me put the bun right here, you guys, so you guys can... This right here is a double patty burger, 600 calories, 70 grams of protein. Big Mac is 770 calories and it's like 25 grams of protein, just to give you an idea. So this is the double its size and it's way higher in protein and lower in calories. So when it comes to getting shredded, people think that you have to be in a really strict diet, boring, just awful, restrict everything. But in reality, it doesn't have to be so difficult. You could eat your favorite foods, but it's all about substituting things that make it leaner and make it work. So I chose a leaner cut of beef. It's higher in protein and lower in calories. I don't put crazy sauces. I choose lower calorie bread. It tastes ridiculously good. Obviously, you know, it's not as good as a crazy fried saucy burger, but it's still ridiculously good and I'm having fun with it and I look forward to eating this. So in today's video, I'm gonna be giving you guys my top 5 biggest tips when it comes to getting abs, you know, for shredded abs, for summer, you know, you're gonna look good in the beach. So stay tuned to the video because we'll also be doing a chest workout. So I'm gonna quickly enjoy this burger that I've been waiting for the whole entire day because this is very good. And again, your diet does not have to be boring. So I'm gonna eat this and I'm gonna get straight to the tips. Let's do it, boys. All right, so getting abs doesn't have to be so difficult. And I think the main reason why many people fail to get this and fail to achieve their goals when it comes to getting six packs is because of the lack of knowledge when it comes to it. But in reality, once you figure out how to do it, it is very easy. And I've done this countless of times. I am not a special person. I used to be obese. I used to be the fattest one in my school, fattest one in every room, and I ended up becoming someone that has a six-pack, and it's pretty easy. So I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to do it. So let's get straight to it. The number one tip is obviously what I did before, substituting food. The reason why we fail our diets is because we have the most ridiculous kinds of diets. Cutting out carbs, protein only, keto, all those diets work for the short term, but after a while you get bored, you end up not being able to sustain it. That's what makes it hard. So what you want to do is be able to create a diet that you're allowed to sustain. For example, I substitute high calorie foods and turn to low calorie. Instead of eating a caloric burger, I'm eating a low calorie burger that tastes as good and it's way bigger, so it's gonna fill me up. You don't wanna substitute these foods, right? You taking out certain things. Cooking your own already saves a lot of calories compared to restaurant stuff, right? Because you need to keep in mind, what makes restaurants so high in calories is the oils they use, the sauces they use, all these foods that you wouldn't consider. So cooking your stuff, substituting stuff, and making it work is the best way to do it. An example being, I love pasta. Pasta is my favorite food. But certain pastas are high in calories, so what I do is I create a protein pasta. I use pasta and I add ground beef and I make it lower in calories and I make it high in protein. This works for me. So you need to figure that out. But that's more for experienced lifters because again, you're new to this, you need to figure out how to lose weight, which leads me to my second tip, which is the only way to lose weight is to eat fewer calories. Calorie deficit. If you're not a calorie deficit, you won't be losing weight. So what does a calorie deficit even mean? A calorie deficit means that you're eating fewer calories than your body needs to retain its weight, which forces your body to use fat as energy sources, meaning that you will lose weight. So you will lose fat like that. The best way to do this is to track everything because you want to stay consistent. You want to make sure that every single day you are in a small deficit. Best way to do this is to get MyFitnessPal. There are other great apps out there. I personally use MyFitnessPal every single day. I always use it. That's the most used app I've been using for the last 4.5 years. Now, there are a few tips that you can do, but the main thing is that you are hungry. You want to make sure you're not hungry. You see this? I drink water all the time. Why? Water fills me up. You could drink carbonated water. You could drink Coke Zero. There's all these things. Staying full is a great way to allow yourself to not eat. So I drink coffee in the morning. Coffee suppresses my appetite. This works for me. Today I couldn't do that so much because I ran out of coffee, but coffee is a great tool to use to suppress your appetite. Another thing, drinking a lot of water, sparkling water, all these fill me up. I drink lots of water. Us as human beings, we don't drink enough water. Water is the most important thing. It allows you to focus better, allows you to get things done better. It's so much better for you. So this is my second bottle a day and it's almost halfway done. Another way to achieve this is also eating higher dense food that's low in calories. You remember the burger? A Big Mac is half of that size, but is way higher in calories. And the burger that I consumed is much lower in calories, but it's a lot bigger, so it fills me up. Another thing you could do is incorporate vegetables. Vegetables are so low in calories and they volumize your food. They're a great tool to use. I recommend everyone and their mom to do this. So these are small tips that I could give you guys to get shredded, because we all want a six-pack this summer, and it's honestly not so hard to do it, but you just gotta be consistent, follow these tips, stay in a calorie deficit, and eat healthy. All right, so that's the end of the tips part of the video, and I'm exhausted. I'm not sure if you guys could tell, but I'm so tired right now. So today we need to work out. We're gonna be hitting a chest workout, a typical push workout. It's gonna be fantastic, but I'm gonna get some work done, so let's do it. Video is over. I'm relatively exhausted, but we managed to cook up the editing. As you can see, I'm finishing the edit right now, but the video is done. Thank you guys so much for everyone that watched. We had a bit of a rough little bit of a time the last 2 weeks, but we're picking back up again, and I'm so happy. And thank you guys for the relentless support. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. It does help us make better quality videos. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. And if you haven't already, comment down below if you have any questions, concerns, something that I can improve on, because criticism is the only way for me to understand your feedback and improve. So anyways, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. We upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We never skip a day. Let's do it. Peace, boys, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday.